Hi students, good morning. Welcome to APKGBV online classes. This is L. Alvin working as a social studies CRT. Today we are going to discuss about reading and analysis of maps part 3. In this session we will discuss about some important points and question and answers and worksheet also. So all of you watch the class carefully and note down the points. Later prepare the notes in your own words. Okay children? See these points. Reading and analysis of maps. Differences between a map and a photograph. Unlike a photograph, a map does not show any real features. A map is used by geographers to show features that we consider important. For example, distribution of rainfall, soil types, population, languages spoken by people, crops grown, markets, schools, etc. A map maker may also leave out many features visible on a photo, like individual houses, trees, etc. A map actually is a model of a place giving those features that the map maker considers to be of importance. Photo may not be able to show you how much it rains in a place, or how hot it gets there, or what languages people speak there. All these can be shown on a map. That is why people make different kinds of maps depending upon the purpose. Maps down the ages. Maps have a long history behind them. Some of the earliest surveying maps were made by Sumerians. Present day it's called Iraq. Identify the Iraq in the atlas in world map about 4000 years ago. These were imprinted on clay tablets. The Sumerians' temples owned large tracts of land, and they had to keep account of income from the lands. That is why they tried to keep records of the lands with the help of maps. Babylonians made some of the earliest world maps. This is also called present day, it's called Iraq. That is the world as they thought of it. They imagined the world as a round disk. The inner circle had all the cities, villages, rivers, marshes, and mountains they knew about. The city of Babylon was shown in the middle. Beyond the inner circle was Bitter River or saltwater ocean, in which were 7 triangular islands. Around the same time, Greek geographers like Anaximander and Hecataeus of Miletus and Herodotus also prepared world maps by arranging places from east to west and north to south. Their ideas were similar to the Babylonians, who believed that the earth was a round disk surrounded by ocean river. World after Hecataeus. In order to help the soilers, the maps also had to be accurate. The Greeks tried to make the maps accurate with the help of longitudes and latitudes. They tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time. They were joined with a line from the north to the south. This was the meridian or longitude. They also tried to draw latitudes by joining places which had equal length of shadow at noon. With the help of these two kinds of lines, they drew a grid on the map and located all places from east to west and north to south along these lines. Preparing these lines accurately was not an easy task, and it took about 2000 years to finally get correct longitudes and latitudes. But locating places on maps with the help of these two lines became very useful for travelers and sailors who could print the direction of their travel to their destinations. Ptolemy was one of the most famous geographers of the ancient world who prepared detailed maps of the world using these lines. These books of Ptolemy were used by the Arab scholars and sailors to prepare maps. One famous Arab map maker was Al Idrisi, who prepared a world map for his king in 1754. The map, with legends written in Arabic, while showing the Eurasian continent fully, only shows the northern part of the African continent and lacks details of the Southern Africa and Southeast Asia. Around the same time, the Chinese too were preparing maps as their emperors wanted to know about the villages and towns under their control. These maps showed China at the center and Europe halfway round the globe, depicted very small and horizontally compressed at the edge. Significantly, Africa was also mapped from an Indian Ocean perspective, showing the Cape of Good Hope area, which Europeans would not visit until much later. Before they discovered the books of Ptolemy, European map makers were greatly influenced by religious ideas of the Bible and made maps of the world to represent those ideas. According to the Bible, a model of the world is surrounded by oceans and is divided into three continents: Asia, Europe, and Africa. Of these, Asia was considered the largest and the most important, as it had Jerusalem, which was the birthplace of Jesus Christ. It is therefore also shown on the top. Europe and Africa are shown at the bottom and in a smaller size. See these question and answers in textbook inbox questions. Note down the question and answers. After, try to prepare the notes in your own words. Exercise page number 6. Question: in what ways do you think did the sailors influence the making of the maps in early times? Answer. Sailors played an important role in influencing the making of the maps in earlier times because the period of 15th century happened to be an age of discovery and exploration which popularized the map and its importance. For example, since the trade route to India across the Mediterranean had been blocked by the Arabs, the Western European traders began to search for other routes in India. The Columbus went westwards and discovered America, while Vasco da Gama went around Africa and reached India, showing the immense importance of mapping further locations which were discovered by different travelers. Second question. Why do you think did the map makers place their own country in the middle of the map? Answer. Since the period of 15th century happened to be an age of discovery and exploration which popularized the map and its importance, map makers tend to explore places, keeping their own countries at the center of mapping. Such an attempt helped in exploring the round shape of the earth, which was previously exercise page number 8. Do you think this free access to maps is a good thing? Why? Answer is free access to maps as compared to the scenario in the earlier times wherein they were kept as secrets is good in the sense that it has provided the opportunities for research in this field. Researchers in turn help in acquiring greater knowledge about particular aspects and regions and in turn help to serve the people better. However, free access to maps is a matter of concern because they can lead to a growth in crime against humanity, such as the rise in no number of terrorist attacks. Second question. Why do you think did the colonial powers invest so much money to prepare detailed maps? Answer. The colonial powers invested a lot in preparing detailed maps of the different regions of the world because maps helped them in fighting their way into interiors of the continents. They crossed the mountains, deserts and rivers and observed the local people to get the necessary information. This information and the maps enabled the colonial powers to establish their rule over these areas and exploit their resources. Find out about the lives of some of the great explorers like David Livingstone, Stanley Amundsen, etc. Find out who sponsored their expeditions and why. Answer. During the ancient period, there were a number of travelers and sailors from countries in Europe and elsewhere who traveled distant locations to explore new regions and write vast accounts of their observations. Create explorers such as David Livingstone, Stanley and Amundsen were amongst some of these names. Students can find out about these explorers and know greater details about their experiences and contributions to the discovery of the Earth's regions. Can you suggest how maps can be used to plan and set up new schools and colleges? What are the different kinds of maps that would have to be studied for this? Answer is maps provide us with a wide variety of details related to a particular region, including area of land available, type of area, people residing in the area, etc. Therefore, maps can help in detecting the accurate location for setting new for setting new essential sorry Maps can help in detecting the accurate location for setting up new schools and colleges by providing information such as geographical, navigational, and political. It can thus prove to be helpful in also identifying areas with less number of educational institutes such as villages and towns. Next question is, if someone wants to choose an appropriate place to set up a hospital, what kind of maps would be useful to them? Make a list. Answer: a map describing the topography, the arrangement of the natural and artificial features of a particular area of a region would be an essential map for identifying a large area in order to set up a hospital. This would further help in identifying area having less number of hospitals and medical services. Another map, that is a navigational map, would further help in deciding the appropriate location which would be accessible for all. Next question: why do you think are maps useful to armies in times of war? Answer: maps are a very good source of information to armies in times of war because of the detailed information they provided about the location, population, interiors, and way of life of a particular region. Maps were highly in demand during the World Wars First and Second and were often kept as secrets so that their enemies could not use them. Next question: what are the various purposes for which maps are used in our times? Answer: in our own times, maps are used extensively for planning and development of countries. We can plan agricultural development, setting up new industries, buildings, roads, hospitals, and schools with the help of maps. Maps are also used by companies to plan their business work. See this, fill in the blanks. Some of the earliest surviving maps were made about which years ago? Option A 2000, B 3000, C 4000, D 5000. Answer is C 4000 years ago. Next, Dash also made some of the world's earliest maps. A. Sumerians, B. Babylonians, C. Chinese, D. Indians. Answer is B. Babylonians. The Europeans rediscovered the books of Ptolemy is dash in which year? A. 1400, B. 1480, C. 1520, D. 1600. Answer is B. 1480. Dash was appointed as Indian Surveyor General. Options: A. James Rennell, B. James Zarran, C. James William, D. None. Answer is A. James Rennell. Next bit. In our times, dash are used extensively for planning and development of countries. Options are A. Maps, B. Pictures, C. Cinemas, D. Statues. Answer is A. Maps. Usually a map focuses only on one aspect, which are called as dash maps. Options: A. Thematic, B. Geographical, C. Employmental, D. Population. Answer is A. Thematic maps. This color is used to show forest in a map. Options: A. Light green, B. Dark green, C. Wheat color, D. Violet. Answer is B. Dark green. The color used to show mountains in maps. Options are violet, B. Dark violet, C. Light violet, D. Dark grey. Answer is D. Dark grey. Next bit. This dash is used to show tanks, rivers, canals and wells etc. in maps. Options are light red, B. Light violet, C. Light blue, D. White. Answer is light blue. The Greek king who came to India to conquer the world 2300 years ago. Options are A. Socrates, B. Alexander, C. Cyrus, D. Darius I. Answer is B. Alexander. Next one. Preparing latitudes and longitudes took about dash years. Options: A. 1000, B. 2000 years, C. 3000, D. 4000. Answer is B. 2000. Dash was one of the most famous geographers of the ancient world. Options are A. Ptolemy, B. Locke, C. Rousseau, D. Cyrus. Answer is A. Ptolemy. One famous Arab map maker, Al-Idrisi, prepared a dash map for his king. Options: A. Arab, B. Indian, C. World, D. Australia. Answer is C. World map. Next one is N or A dash is a collection of maps. A. Map book, B. Atlas, C. Textbook, D. Notebook. Answer is B. Atlas. The father of dash cartography was Gerardus Mercator. A. Iran, B. Indian, C. Greek, D. Dutch. The answer is D. Dutch. Next one. The earliest maps were made by dash. A. Sumerians. B. Egyptians. C. Chinese. D. Indians. Answer is A. Sumerians. Next one. This person proved that the Everest is the highest peak in the world. Options are A. Sir George William. B. McMahon. C. Durand. D. Sir George Everest. Answer is D. Sir George Everest. Okay, students, read the lesson again and again. After do this homework, write the notes in your own words. Okay, thank you to all.